Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. It's me, Wingish Nube, Majeki Kwe, sweetgrass water medicine woman, your friendly freaky ass medicine woman. Yeah, that's me, Christianna and Chris Carr Superstar. All this beautiful, divine cleansing being right here. That's right. Oh, feeling almost worse today than I did yesterday, but that's okay. I'm here, and we're gonna do it. Let's do it. Let's get into our quickie for today. Right, I shuffled him up. I love it. I just saw a post. What winter storm warning. Be careful who you take home tonight. You might be stuck with them all weekend. It's hilarious. Anyways. Whew. I thought maybe I'd just veg out. And no, I'm sticking to it. It keeps coming up. And this would be, what is this? Number 11 for this year so far. The 11th video so far. Right on, right on. I'm getting it. I'm doing it. Oh, that really hurt. Okay, well, it's okay. Spirit is here. What did that pop out with? Alright, great mystery, spirit, moon launch. It's time to retreat. That's the resting. Not funny. Okay. So about time to call in all the directions. We'll get these in a little shuffle up here. And then call in all of our directions. Whoops. I can't hold these today. This is a lot of times when I go off because it hurts to shuffle. And then I can't hold the cards. That's something that happens a lot too, where my hand, it just drops. It's almost like a clumsiness, but it's not. It is, but it's not, you know. Things just don't work like they used to before. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Overall, yeah, it didn't feel good. I just spread them out and I didn't call in all the directions. Right? So we gotta call back all of our energies from the east. No wonder I'm still feeling so scattered. I didn't bring myself all back together here now. Alright now, can we do that? Let's do that together now. You and me, let's go. Let's do this. Calling in all our directions from the east. That's the place of illumination and clarity. The place of fire, the place of man. And we call back all of our energies down there from the south, right? The waters, the emotions, the place of child and innocence. And we call back all of our energies from the west. That's the physical, the place of introspection, the earth, the woman. We're getting it together, coming together now. Okay, now we're calling back in the north. All those energies from the north, that's up there in those wisdom years. Nice, the air, the mental. Poof, okay, and we walk, right? Which way? Right. Earth walk, a red road. Goes from childhood in the south, right? Earth connection, place of power. We're connected to our mothers, then we're going to connect to our natural mother, the earth, and we go up to the wisdom years up there in the north. So, red road, earth walk goes from south to north, right? We start getting clear on our intentions. What's our intentions here? Are we what we planned on being when we grew up, or did we change our whole minds? What are we building on, right? The blue road of spirit goes east to west as the sun, where we're building, right? Building upon lifetime on lifetime and expanding our knowledge and creating expansions. Right? There we go. The whirling rainbow of peace. Where we come back together, we're fully whole, and we see that we are all one. Even when we were in these physical bodies, we still remain all one. The separation is an illusion. Alrighty, above, below, and within. Yeah, all together now. Yeah. Only still had just the one dose of medicine so far. Now I can spread them all out. Like, I didn't just totally gap it. Did I just do that whole calling in twice? Like, I don't think so. My brain tries to play tricks on me. Yeah, you did just do that, right? Because the brain don't know when we really did it and when we didn't, right? That's our brains. It just believes whatever we tell it. That's why we need to be careful what we tell it, because it believes it, right? It's true. It is the truth, neuro studies have been proving that. Be careful. That's right. Ouch. Overall, right here. Right here today. Main theme today. Main lesson. The decisions that counsel fire, going into your own counsel fire, decisions made in the highest and best interest of all, right? You make decisions just because it's just going to benefit yourself. How does it benefit others? How are the decisions you've made benefited yourself and others, right? Win-wins. Those are the best situations, aren't they? Girl, that's the law. 24, right? The law, right? What you do affects the whole. When we're talking about that, we're all one. So what I do is going to affect all of you. What you do affects me too, right? Maybe in subtle ways and bigger ways, like we can see that, like in wars and stuff like that, how some create more. I don't know how that's going in there. That's not, but the law, everything we do, right? But the laws of physics, right? Everything has an equal, opposite reaction. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So remember that. So what are we making those decisions? Are we considering those in there? We're considering the spiritual laws, the human laws, whatever that is for you when you're making those decisions for your life and what's best for all, right? So we are in this together. So if you're choosing to do something with the earth, are you thinking about how that's going to affect everybody else? Are you thinking about what's going to be left for our children to come after us? For those we are leaving the earth to? So there's a thought, right? That can be on the bigger global scale, or bring it down into your own little home, into your own little home. Your body. How does that work in your body? The decisions you make for your body, right? I gotta rest now, I'll have more energy later, but I'm gonna extend myself this way, and then I gotta rest. I'm gonna go out dancing, and then I'm gonna veg out for a couple of days. Oh, how well. Whew. There, I just triggered something there. Whoa, felt some bubbling ups there. Oh, because I could go dance all weekend before. Now I do one night. I got to rest for 3. It's okay. Action side here. The male action. Okay, the actions that we could take today. The medicine bundle. The allies and support. To be an ally and support. You need to first be a friend to have friends, right? Because you need to know what that looks like. And how that feels, right? So look at the allies and the support that you do have, right? And lean on those. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's where, right? It's decisions. We're all in this together, right? We need to all start looking at each other as allies and support, not keep separating ourselves more and more, right? Doing that deep fly. Oh my goodness, okay, let me just, okay. That deep dive, look at how are you making decisions in the highest and best of all? How do you visualize all as allies and support? How do you separate yourself from others? I think we all do that, right? We need to be proud of who we are and where we've come from. I think what we all must remember, we've all come from the same source. No matter what the colors of our skin, no matter what the languages that we speak. We're all here together. And if we look at each other as all allies and support, as all earthlings here on this earth, right? Let's come together and help our earth mother as all of her earthling children, right? And do that deep dive in self-reflection, how we can do that in our own. Every little bit counts, right? Every little bit counts. One person can make a difference, right? It takes one, but not just only one. We're all one. We're not the only ones, but we are only one of the great oneness divine. And we can all make decisions that help and benefit all. We can all be an ally and support to our earth mother, right? Coming to that, just to finding that place of common grounds for us all. We're all earthlings on this earth together, right? And if we blow her up, none of us are going to have a home. So, what sense does that make to keep on fighting like this? Especially with such dire consequences. Whether it be in your own homes, in your own body, right? Even in our own body, there's wars raging, right? Between what we're told we should believe, between this one's telling us what we should believe, and between what we're knowing inside. Get in touch with that inside you. Okay, female wants this one to come out. And this one. This one? Okay. And it's reflecting on those actions that we take. Moonland retreat, and that popped up in the middle of our shuffling, didn't it? One of the ones that jumping out, taking that rest, right? Because we need to go in for that rest to do that deep dive. That's the action. No, we're reflecting on the action. I put that on the wrong side now, didn't I? This was our male side. The actions that we're taking. Right, and then we're reflecting on it because we need to retreat to take that action. Retreat, right? Take that action, and then we go retreat. We go out looking for those. We do that action of doing that deep dive, and then retreat, and we're reflecting on it and thinking about it and how we can do that in more graceful ways, right? They're looking at each other. Hey. Right? So retreat in a graceful way, right? There's that rest. Look at that swan on the water. Do you see its feet moving? It just looks like it just glides over that water. And you can too. Right? Letting it go. Going with that flow instead of going against it. Right? It's meant to be. It comes easily. Right? That doesn't mean you don't have to do work for it. Right? But if you're fighting for it, that's what we need to do is stop the fighting. It's retreat from that fighting. These are allies and support. We're all here on this earth. Why are we fighting and creating more? Right? It's all a distraction from what's really going on here, right? That we're being treated as we're all separate. Everybody's in their distinct separate parts and whatever, right? Groups, but we're all one. We are all allies and support. We're all on this earth together. So let's be a little more graceful about that, just in our own lives. And retreat, choose our battles, right? We don't need to fight. What does fighting bring? More misery, right? There might have been a time we needed to fight for our peace, but that time is done. Now the fighting is about semantics. We're fighting the semantics, really. Really. Come on. Is it worth it? Alrighty, there's my little thing there. I don't know where that come from. Oh, yes, I do. Deep, deep down. Because I've always been a lover, not a fighter. Seeing no reason to fight. Why? Why? We all just get hooked on words and we're fighting about words. We're fighting for the same things. So what sense does that make? I don't know. What sense does it make to you? Right? We're all innocents in this too because we're being followed along and we following society. And we are society. So we're making it up as we go. We've been doing that all along, making it up as we go. Right? Well, we're innocent in that. So let's not... Right? And let's be grateful. Let's be grateful how far we've come, even though we've been making it up as we go. Right? And look at the wisdom in that and the experiences that we've come through. We've already seen where fighting gets us. We can see that in our lives. We can see that in our dysfunctional families. We can see that in our dysfunctionality as human beings, really. But there is function in that dysfunction. There is unity in that chaos. There's peace in that chaos, right? Look at that. Find that within yourself because it all begins within. There's peace on earth already. It begins within here. Right? Each one, that's the law. We bring that unity, bring it whole together. If every person is thinking about the highest and best of all, right? How can we go wrong? Because every person, every earthling is thinking about the whole, not just the one. Okay, dirty minds, get out of the gutter. And so... 24, the reflections up here, right? The decisions need to be made in the highest and best interest of all. If we're all thinking about that, keeping that in mind when we're making our decisions. Wow, imagine what that world might be like, right? We're all being graceful, right? We can gracefully bite your ass, but we're protecting our sacred spaces, these bodies, knowing who that we are, and going into retreat to stay in touch with that, doing those deep dives, and finding those allies and support within our bodies, in our spiritual realms, like and in our earthly realms. Here, And the other earthings. Okay, so blah, 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 blah. So we have numbers 24, 24, 39, 17, 28, 46, 11, 12. Right? So look deep dive into that wisdom within yourself and be grateful for how far we've come. That we aren't still in those dark ages because the light is coming in. Be a keeper of the light. Shine your light bright. Biggest heart hugs. Oh, thank you for being you and shining that light through in everything you do. Right? This world needs you. Thank you for being here. Love you. Peace. This one.